Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to discuss about these certain stocks that you can think of, like for the short term you can avoid, or in the long term you can fund even more. So um, I also think that these stocks are, of course, they are in a blue chip companies and they are also good in the long term. So in this video, we will discuss some factors that you may consider fundamentally. Okay, basic fundamentals only, like earnings and reports. But for the chart, we can see that these stocks are currently moving sideways to downtrend. So watch this video and I will explain everything here. All right. First of all, please do like my Facebook page. It's Kevin Autea, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. This one, so we can create more profitable Filipino investors, traders, and we can educate them from the basic to the advanced level. So here you go. Let me just share my screen. All right. For you to have a guide, I'll be using three apps. Okay, I am using Business World for the current news. All right, current and upcoming news. All right. Then I'm also using Wall Street Journal right here for the basic lang na right here, income growth, net income growth. You can see here the for the last 5 years. Again, there are a lot of valuations or techniques that you can use to analyze and understand the fundamentals. But of course, you would want to invest in a company that you know that is earning. Okay, that's the basic idea of investing. And you want to invest in a company that you know that has lot of potential in the future. That's why you are um, you are looking for the news, you are hoping for more upgrades, for more merger and acquisition, some sort of things like that. All right, let's proceed. And also, I'm using this one, Investagrams. You can also use COL charts, no, or any chart that's available to you. I'm also using 3 EMAs. All right, for the meantime, I'm using 20, the blue one, EMAs. Okay. 50, the green one, and orange, the 100-day moving average. How do I load that? You can simply click indicators. All right, then type in here EMA. So here, you can load that one already. I'm also using volume. You can simply load again volume here as an indicator. And lastly, the MACD. You can also simply load that one here, then just edit the colors or how you want it to appear pleasing to you. Okay, so first of all, I have 2, 4, 6, 7. So let's make this a bit quick and a lot of learning. For BDO, as we all know here, BDO's current net income is low. All right. Then, as you all know as well, some news about the banks short term are not that good. So, it may affect the company short term in a short term period. While historically, let's see here. Let me just turn off some of the notifications. There you go, BDO. We can see here that the income, where's the net income? So, here, it has been, it is continuously growing. Kumbaga tuloy-tuloy lang siya lumalaki, di ba? So you would want to invest in companies like that. Going to the chart, because the chart is where you can not perfectly time but somehow time your entry to the market. As you can see here, it's not even testing, or I mean, it's testing, but it's not even crossing above the 20 EMA. So here we can see a big candle going down. It's -4 last Friday. So it's supported by this big volume. Also, if we are about to zoom in the MACD, all right, it's about to cross. So the next possible support line of this one is around, because earlier or in the past few days we can see that, excuse me, let me just pull this here. In the past few days, it's just being on a downtrend. All right, then we can also use right here. So if in my seminar, I'll be teaching you how to read better in the charts. So it's what we call lower low. So that's not a good sign. So there you go. The next possible support line, we can see it around here, the lowest point already. Or if you want to be a bit conservative, yeah, maybe we can put it here, to connecting lines. All right. So there you go. So that's why the title of this video is about stocks to avoid or stocks to fund. It means that for the short term, of course, we want to avoid this minor downtrend for your stock. But on the other hand, these stocks are, I mean, quite cheap already. I'm not yet quite sure with the real valuations of this one, if the stock is really cheap. But here, if it went down to around 84 levels, diba? So it's quite cheap already for you to buy. Alright, so historically, you can see naman that the stock is doing well. So that's how we will formulate our discussion, or we will go through with our discussions. Alright. Next, we have ICT. ICT, let me remove the previous charts. Let's go first for the fundamentals. Alright, ICT. And let me load also this one, ICT. So this is real-time, real-time analyzing. Dito naman, here, net income, you can see it's quite big, but it's not that consistent. Last year, it is down by 71%. For the other news, international container, what's the name? International Container Terminal. Container, hold on. All right. International Container. International Container. Yeah, let's see if this will load. While waiting for this one, let's proceed first with the chart. We can see that it's testing the 20 EMA. The 50 EMA has not yet been crossed. Alright, so we can see a reversal here, right, for this one. Going that way. But it's being followed by a lower high right there. So we can see a possible downtrend. Yeah, again, it's being supported by volume, like for this one, and supported by the MACD. So the next support line that we can see is probably around this area, 76, or the next is around this area, around 89. ICT is a good company for the past 10 to 15 years. You just need to, as I can show you here, you just need to analyze it in the charts right here. I mean, it has grown from this 2014 up to this level. All right, to this level. Maybe you can cut loss here. So that's around almost 900%. After the recession, maybe you are buying at this point, and maybe you are selling late at this point, still at 200%. right? I mean, we are being realistic here. Of course, maybe you are selling at around the at that point already. Right here also, so this is quite confusing. I mean, I'm just trying to say is that this ICT is quite a good company for you to trade. Let's go back to its fundamentals. All right, that's here. ICTSI, o dapat pala ICTSI, takes over the containers in Brazil, terminal, takes 30%, stuffs like that. Next, we have SM. Right, for the SM, as we all know today's, most of the SM malls are already open. So everyone, so please stay safe if you're not going out, or if it's not really an urgent thing to go to do. Please stay at home, have it delivered into your doorsteps or to your street, to your condo or whatever. All right. So here for the income, we can see that SM has been continuously growing. This is the net income, right? For the revenue, you can also see here the revenue is continuously growing. So that's quite a good sign. For the news, SM Prime, this is for the SM Prime, right? SMC, so you can just get into details of the news here on Business World. Or again, you can follow my Facebook page. I've been posting summarized report there. So you won't need to worry reading all of this stuff, especially if you are a busy person, a businessman, doctor, lawyer, professional. So you just scan through my page, then you can check all of the things there. All right, for ICTSI or ICT, we can see a downtrend here. It's very, very visible. It's testing the 20 EMA. Then we can also see here, it's the MACD is still below the zero level, right? So that's not quite a good sign. The support line we can see is around this point. All right, that's around 779. Okay, so again, SM is a good company. You just need to buy it at time it at a lower price for you to maximize your shares. Next, we have GTCAP. I only have four left, so GTCAP we have here next. So it's being supported by a strong support line here at around 400. Earnings last year was good, but unfortunately today there are some factors that's affecting the company. MACD is still below the zero area right here, and the histogram is decreasing. The line, we can still draw a line here. All right, for the fundamentals, let's search on that one. GTCAP. And for this one, GTCAP. All right, here. GTCAP Holdings into, I think this is previous news pa. Yeah, but you can again search some news here, or in the Philippine Star you can search that one. Let's go with the fundamentals numbers. Net income, it's good. Last 2017, 2018 is quite negative. 2019, the sales, if you can see kung bumebenta pa yung mga produkto nila, right? So yan siya, dito nyo makita. Or I know our local brokerage are providing this one, but for a much convenient one, I'm showing you this one. So that's GT Cup already. So not unlike SM, all right, GT Cup has quite a roller coaster ride of a chart or a stock. As you can see here, this is a 20-year horizon. I'm using a month timeline. So you can see here last 2016 when it peaked. So if you are holding onto the stock, probably the stock has went down since 2016 up to today. So that's why you need some knowledge in the charts. If you are the one who's investing on your own or trading on your own, but if you are leaving it to the fund managers, you can leave it there comfortably. Because here, let me go back to the SM. As you can see here, the long-term track of SM is really just uptrend. So if you know the chunk of the PSE or the most of the mutual fund, UITF, variable unit link, most of them they have SM has the like 10 or more percent chunk of the PSEI index. So talagang malaki yung chunk nila for SM. Okay, next, MBT, Metrobank. This is same for GTCAP because if you know, Metrobank is under the GTCAP group or uh, GT, ano yung GTCAP? Nalimutan ko na eh. Basta, George T. Holdings. There you go. So it's being supported by this level or at around 35.5. The earnings this quarter is quite flat or negative. So maybe you can somehow avoid, excuse me, or if this one holds, maybe you can buy at this level. So those are the simple techniques you can use. Last two, we have JGS. This is quite long. Please bear with me or stay with me. All right. JGS, this is one of my favorite also. This is a good conglomerate. Conglomerate. Tongue twister. So support lines are here and maybe here, the lowest point. Earnings negative for the first quarter for the JGS. So we can expect it to go down furthermore. For the news, JG Summit. Let's complete that one. JG Summit. Then for this one, JGS. All right. The revenues are still growing consistently. And the net income here, there's a quite big upscale and downscale with the net income of that company. For the news, JG Summit got year's budget. So yung budget nila today has been cut. Strong earnings, food prospects lift JG Summit. Alright, so yan yung mga news. So chart-wise, you can see what you can do or how can you prepare. And last but certainly not the least, Security Bank. Again, if you have watched my midweek stock picks this week, MSCI has removed Security Bank and has inserted pure gold. So maybe this one is a factor for the big drop of the Security Bank. So it's a gap down. What you can expect from a gap down, a downtrend. Okay, MACD is below the zero line and it's about to cross below. Okay, so probably it's still going on a downside of that one. But if you are a believer of Security Bank, like for this one, this is a 10-year trend of Security Bank. It has been growing up and going down, up, down. So if you are a fan of Security Bank, you can probably trade Security Bank at around that areas or these areas. All right. So there you go. But going back to its fundamentals, here you can see that the fundamentals are good, all right, but there's a negative on 2018. Revenue wise, it's growing consistently. Sorry, that's the net revenue. Where's the sales? Interest income. Then lastly, for the news, let's check for the news. Security Bank. these are some of the things that we are going to discuss on my seminar on June 12. So it's really full of numbers and full of charts, wherein for you to have your own game plan, trading plan based on the basic things that you are about to learn. Here, higher earnings. Let's see if the earnings. See, the annual earnings of Security Bank is quite high for the first quarter, but let's see what can the bank do in this last first quarter. All right, so I guess that's it. If you have any questions for this one, this is quite long, but I hope I explained it in every detail. Where are the sources? Where can you find the sources? How can you pull out the charts? How can you read the charts? If you want to know how to read the charts or the MACD, I have a video. You can just search it, and the volume. Also, if you want to level up your investing, especially today, there are a lot of opportunity today here. All right, if things went well, you are already equipped with the knowledge because of the seminar, and also you are already equipped with the, let me just stop sharing. You are already equipped with the coaching mentoring that we do after the seminar, because I would suggest that you do back testing for that one. So when the scenario or the situation will be okay, will be fine, that's the time that you can apply it on a uptrend. Okay, all right. So that's it. Please do like my Facebook page and this YouTube channel, and thank you everyone. Pwede ka na mag-isip-isip. Technical yan naman. Yes. Ibig sabihin, ito yung resistance niya, the break niya. Hindi mo to alam kung wala kang technical chart. Unlike dito kapag bumili.
Tapos pag bumili ka dyan, tapos pag
dito?
nag-ano siya ng paakyat, hindi ka na magpapakita.
Pwede. There's a trend, di ba? May line dito eh. Again, kanina yun yung resistance, di ba? Na alam nila hanggang dito lang yung price, kaya bibenta na sila.